It's a sad state of affairs, but there is finally a conclusion to the story that we covered where 3 members of the Bandidos Motorcycle Club over in England, they ran over a Red Chief Motorcycle Club member. We're going to be having the video where you can actually see what happened. That way it could, how can I say it, burn it into your memory of what this grandfather ended up getting killed and for why. For why. And we've been asking ourselves that question over the last week when there was that incident with Lefty who was shot off of his motorcycle. It seems like, oh my gosh, really? That has to be the most cowardly thing to do, is to hit somebody when they're on their motorcycle. We're better than that. I know we are. We're better than that. Also, I want to thank all of our listenership who helped out on that GoFundMe page. I am happy to announce that they have reached their goal and are still going. A lot of you from Insane Throttle, I noticed, donated, and that was a beautiful thing you did for the family. If you don't know, the Padilla family, after the tragic loss, Lefty was shot off his motorcycle and some other nasty business, and the family wanted to raise $5,000, and a lot of you at Insane Throttle really helped with this cause, and so far they got $51.45. Let's keep it going. I'm going to put the link in the description box for y'all. Know that your donations are doing awesome. Anyway, this is everywhere. This is everywhere right now. Damn, wish that didn't show up, but whatever. Shocking moment, biker is dragged under van by rivals for wearing the wrong colors. And as you can see, I'll talk you through this one for the radio listeners. You can see the full video over on Insane Throttle Biker News, but here it is. It looks like he had a dash cam running, and there he is, and thankfully they took the footage out of the actual motorcycle hit, but as you can tell from the reaction in that video, he knew what he was doing, and that's a sad state of affairs. Has to be the most cowardly act I've ever seen. Let me show you it again. Again, this is being released everywhere. Going around the corner, makes his left. It looks like somebody's already got the bike stopped. And there it is. You can see where the impact was just by the face of the driver. The dash cam video, yeah, they had a dash cam, and I don't understand that. But anyway, the dash cam video was released by police on Friday after 3 men were jailed for a combined 20 years for the killing of David Crawford last May. It shows Benjamin Perry, he was the one driving, speeding off a roundabout near Plymouth in his work van and into a path of a bike being ridden by Crawford. It always amazes me, and I have to put it out there straight up, the stupidity of people. Why would you use your work van? That has to be put on the world's dumbest criminals page. Your work van, really? And then it shows a dash cam of the whole thing, of the impact, of how you plowed through this guy. It ain't no wonder a lot of people get upset nowadays because of this kind of stuff. It's no wonder people are moving away from joining clubs anymore. Boy, have I found out the difference between Insane Wheels, where I have my other channel, and this channel. how different people really are in the biker scene. I never noticed that because I don't think I opened my eyes to the fact that, hey, it is evolving out there. People have different attitudes when it comes to the scene. When I came up, everybody wanted to be in a club. Not so much anymore. Most people, if you go read the comments over on Insane Wheels, they don't like clubs at all. They're more of the independent rider type of people over there. So it's very interesting to see the new mentality when it does come to the scene. Let's go back to the story here. Crawford was beside a car being driven by Chad Brandon, 36, and Thomas Paley, 32. The other two men jailed for their support in killing Mr. Justice Garham, described as an act of unaccountability stupidity. Boy, do I agree with that statement right there. As he approaches the bike being ridden by Crawford, Perry's face contorts the force of the impact as he hits Crawford, then throws him back into the driver's seat. Crawford was described as the life and soul of the party and a funny, caring, and protective family man. It really don't matter what side of the fence you land on, but clubs... And I know there's being progress made out there, but when you see this kind of stuff, you wonder why people are like, screw that. We don't want to be a part of all that. And then you have some, especially supporters, that you can tell are not in any clubs, come out and say, well, they signed up for that. What are you talking about? Really, what are you talking about? Just because you wear a diamond doesn't mean you do criminal stuff. It just means you live life your own way. Doesn't mean you go out there and rob a bank, or it doesn't mean you go out there and sell this or sell that. No, it's basically telling society you're going to do your thing. And you don't care what other people think. The problem with some people is when you say we don't care what the civilians think. I have to say you start better. You better start. Because incidences like what happened in Raleigh and what happened over there, that turns a lot of people off. And like I said on the last video, when that 11-year-old kid got killed up in Canada, that's when everything broke loose up there, where the cops were everywhere. It's kind of like everybody's shooting themselves in the foot. It's like saying club members have no brains. Is it true what they say is it's all about tribes? Are people just savages now? That they have no compassion? It's a good question I would have to ask. Yeah, you have a lot of people that are out there bumping the lifestyle. That's great. And then saying, oh, you know, we just want positivity. We don't want the negative shown. Well, that's funny. Everybody cries and whines when they don't get both sides of the story. Or they get put in a bad light. That isn't anybody else's fault but theirs. Because guess what? It's all over the world any damn way. People can read it the whole 9 yards. I hope some of my opinions might make you think, but at the end of the day, you got to form your own opinions. People don't wear tinfoil hats anymore. People can see through the BS. They can see through the spin. Now, actually, if you ask me, it's time for the MCs to put their members under control. Because being a diamond holder, doesn't mean you go out there and do stupid stuff like this. Don't go out there and get this guy or that guy because the colors they wear. And let me be straight up like that. If that's the way it is, stop saying in club. Stop trying to make everybody else do a spin. Because at that point, it's some gang stuff, man. Be honest, man. That's what all the bikers are known for, is to be honest. That's what it is, and that's what kind of taste that is being put into a lot of independents' brains. Seriously, go over to Insane Wheels, spelled with a Z, and just check out some of the comments. Check out some of the comments from the independent riders, or those that just ride the ride. Anyway, we're going to go to the second half of the show. We're going to be talking about traits of an alpha male with China Doll coming up right now. Rock on. And don't forget to subscribe to Insane Wheels, my newest channel over on YouTube. Everything Harley talk, motorcycle related. It's going to be a great time over there.